Hey, I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides. I'm here in chilly London today, and I'm going to tell you how to get around on the tube. The tube, the underground, the subway here in London is very vast, and if you've never done something like it before, you might be confused and intimidated. But I'm gonna try to tell you everything I think you need to know in order to navigate around the city, because it's actually pretty easy and very convenient to use. This is Waterloo Station, one of several very big sort of main stations in London. Waterloo has long-distance train service and underground. And you see here on the sign it says, the Bakerloo Line, the Northern, the Waterloo, and the City lines stop here. This is a London tube map. I'm gonna put in a better resolution of it for you quickly. But you can see there are several different lines and they're all color-coded. So let's take a look at where I'm trying to get to now on the big map again. I'm here at Waterloo, and as you can see, Waterloo has several different colors, several different lines stop here. I'm trying to get to Piccadilly Circus, which actually is close enough to walk, but in order to make this video, I'm gonna take the tube. If you can see here, the gray line doesn't go from Waterloo to Piccadilly Circus. The blue line also doesn't, but the brown line does. And the brown line is, I believe it's the Bakerloo Line. So those are two things you need to remember. What color is it and what direction is it going? So if you take a look here, the line, the brown line, stops down here at Elephant and Castle. And that's not the direction I want to be going. I want to be going up this way because that's where Piccadilly Circus is. So I want to be going towards Harrow and Wealdstone. But first, I need to find where the brown line is. If we look over here, you can see we've got the Silver Jubilee line, the dark Northern line, and the brown Bakerloo line. So those are the signs I'm going to follow. You can't get in or out of the tube unless you have a ticket. And it's recently become much, much easier than it was in the past. And the easiest way to ride the tube is to use your contactless credit card. That's how it works. So now you can see, here's a sign pointing to the Bakerloo Line. It's the brown line. It's the one we need. And we are at Waterloo. I know that because it's highlighted here. And as I said, you can see in the one direction, there's only two stops going that way toward Elephant and Castle. So that's not the way I want to go. I want to go towards Harrow and Wealdstone, but there are going to be signs for these stops as well as I make my way down to find the right train, which is this way. As you can see, I made it down to the bottom now, and it's not very difficult to know which way I have to go now because, like I said, I know I'm looking for the brown line, the Bakerloo Line. The Jubilee Line and the Northern Line, they're not going to take me where I want to go. So I'm going to continue following the signs to the Bakerloo Line. And look how convenient this is. There's a sign pointing towards the northbound platform, and I know that's the direction that I need to go. There's also this sign here as well, which shows southbound platform is up there, not my direction. Northbound platform is down there. This platform is not a shared platform, so I know that any train that's stopping at this platform is going to be the brown Bakerloo Line. If it was different, the signs would have said how many different lines stop at this platform, but like I said, this one is only the Bakerloo Line. Here are some more pieces of advice to help you navigate around and not seem like a tourist. The first thing is, when the train arrives, let the people out of the train before you try to get into the train, please.
Then, once everybody's gotten out and you're getting into the train, then get into the train. Don't just step one step inside and then stop and then block the entrance with your group. No, you need to walk in and then keep moving in and make sure that everybody behind you who wants to get in can also get in. During peak times, the trains may be crowded so that all the seats are taken and then people will be standing in the aisles and in the entrance. If that's the case, then make sure you find something to hold on to because the train stops and starts, and if you're not used to that kind of motion, you're gonna fall on somebody, and that's not cute. Also, just make sure you pay attention to how far you've gone already so you don't miss your stop or your transfer. And usually in the trains, they say the name of the next stop, and if you look outside, it's always written on the walls of the station as well.
Once you exit your train at the stop, you also have to pay attention in order to get back up to the street because some stations have connections to the other lines that stop there. So if you're connecting, like for instance here at Piccadilly Circus, you can connect to the Piccadilly line, but that was a loud train. But we want to take the way out. At least that's where I'm going now. I'm not going to follow the signs to the Piccadilly line. I'm going to follow the way out signs.
Just keep following the way out signs and eventually you'll find the way out. Sometimes you have to take several escalators to get up to the top. And here's another tip to help you not look like a tourist. On the escalators, stand on the right, walk on the left. Don't block the escalators, please. Some stations also have just stairs and some stations have elevators. Once you get up to the main level, there will be several exits going to different streets, depending on the size of the station. And the easiest way to get your bearings is to just go up to the street level and then see where you are.
If you have any questions, write them in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel here for other videos on London, tourist destinations around the world, cruise ships, theme parks, hotels. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I will see you on Sunday for Sunday Sofa Time in front of my red sofa at home. Bye-bye.